No representation is made that the quality of podcasting performed is greater than the quality of podcasting performed by other podcasters.
It's about to be some grown folks talking here, okay?
Boomer Bob tears me a new one. What do you got for me, Boomer Bob?
Hey, it's Boomer Bob bringing you another episode of the Boomer Bob Show. That was just to throw the algorithms off so they don't cancel me. So just ignore that intro. See, thinking. This Boomer has a couple synapses firing there. Let's see. I don't really have anything to talk about per se. So everything that comes out of my mouth for the next, I don't know, however long this is going to be pretty much off the top of my head. I did just see that a judge has ruled that Ghislain Maxwell is a flight risk, and kind of jealous, sort of jealous of that. Because, you know, back when I was a kid and they were like, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? Blah, 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 blah. I didn't, I always thought, like race car driver, that kind of shit, right? I didn't think how cool it would be to be considered a flight risk. I mean, gotta have some resources, man, to be considered a flight risk, right? That'd kind of be cool. Man, what do you want to be when you grow up, Bob? A flight risk. That means I got like resources, money, friends, people that'll hide me out in obscure countries and whatnot. Just saying. I think it would be kind of cool. Fucking chair. Hey, chair. Just because you pay 3 times as much for something doesn't mean it's any good. Random thoughts. What's on my head? All these mask mandates. I mean, I guess I get it. I am not in the camp that masks are as effective as people think they are. I do speak with doctors, and I don't mean ones that I go pay like an office visit to go talk to. I have access to medical professionals of all levels, okay? From the people who stock the operating rooms, to the people who empty the trash, all the way up to the doctors and the staff that perform the procedures. And I know some things about masks. This is their personal take on it, their professional take on it. I'm sure that they're doing their personal practices are going to represent what they think is correct. So I'm kind of going with them on it and not what the mainstream media and what everybody on the internet. I'm not going to go with anybody who's a social media comment warrior. Sorry. And I'm not going to bother telling you what I know because I don't want to hear it. Y'all can just save it. You, at this point, masks are what you want them to be. You want to wear a mask? Fucking wear a mask. Cool. You don't. I don't give a shit either way. The only time I personally wear a mask is when I need to get something from Costco because they happen to be the only ones who sell the kind of shit that I like. And they have a rule requiring a mask for me to even get in the door. So I play along. The thing I don't get about all these mask mandates, though, it's a good time for ventriloquists to start coming out and be like, look at me, I'm really good. No, I have to wear this mask. Wow, you can't even see their mouth move. So awesome. How long do you think it's going to be before we cannot understand someone speaking without a mask on? Have you watched anything on television lately? I mean, not to try to, mimic it here, but everybody's like, hey, thanks, Jamie. Right here we have a whole bunch of people who are... Thanks, Sally. I appreciate that frontline report. You're the only one there. I know, everybody's bitched about that same thing. So, on anti-social media, let's see, what else do we got? Well, there's mail-in COVID testing. I've heard of people that have had an appointment for a COVID test for work. Like, hey, Joey, don't forget Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock sharp, you gotta go take your COVID test so you can come back to work. Yeah, all right. And they sleep through it accidentally, right? And then fast forward about a week, they get something in the mail saying that they tested positive. No shit, can't make that up. Seen a judge kind of poo-pooed the Harvey Weinstein settlement of something like 18 point whatever million dollars to the victims. And the judge said that was not enough, basically. I don't know how many victims there were, but must have been enough that 18 point whatever million dollars wouldn't have taken care of their needs. Because, that's how you fix everything, right? with money. Money can fix everything, can't it? What else is on my stupid mind? Hey, my dogs are... You know, what is the deal with dogs biting vacuum cleaners and hand trucks? Like, you ever used a hand truck around a dog? They're going at the tires. Anything with wheels. Like, when I get home from wherever, grocery store, work, whatever, and, you know, first thing I do is I go, hey, buddy, you need to come outside and go potty. Now, my dog won't leave the yard, right? We have a fenced-in backyard, but the front yard's totally open, and we let him out front, and he just will not leave the yard. I mean, we've tested this countless times, throwing a ball purposely across the street, and he goes to the edge of the yard and stops on his own. And no, I do not have one of those wireless fences for him. But one of the first things he does, rather than go piss after being cooped up inside his house all day, he goes out and sniffs each tire on my car. I think I figured it out, because when we come in with anything in a bag, like we went to Walmart or Kroger or Dollar General or the grocery store, you know, whatever. We went somewhere where you bring home shit in a bag. He's kind of like checking out the bags. Like, if you leave him dangling, he'll put his nose up to him and be like, Sometimes he'll even get on his back feet and kind of raise up and be like, hey, no treats, toys, something for me? Anything that goes squeak, please, something. And I think he's sniffing my tires to find out if I went anywhere that sold that stuff. He's like, that's Dollar General on them tires. That son of a bitch didn't get me nothing. Did I do something wrong? I haven't shit in the house in like 4 months. I've been really good. I don't get on the couch unless they invite me. That's just my random thought there. I'm curious if he's checking out to see where I've gone. Like, he's like, gas station, that ain't something none I want. He's good. I'm all good. I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't need to feel any kind of guilt here. I'm in support of setting up some microphones, just random, kind of like an open mic night, except just leave the sons of bitches up. Just give a little PA system, nothing real loud. Put up a camera that's live on whatever, Twitch or YouTube, wherever. I'm sure they'd be glad to support this. And just put up a mic and let people, they get 10 seconds on the mic. Anything more than that, we get to hit you with stuff. Sharp objects, whatever, rotten fruit. Let people get up there and just take turns on the mic, announcing to the fucking world that, hey, we don't support racism. Get it over with. Let's just everybody take our turns collectively and go one by one on these goddamn microphones and get out of your fucking system so we can move on. All right? So we can quit. I'm just tired of this shit being all over the place everywhere you look. I get it. Everything that's been done in the name of racial justice or whatever you want to call it isn't fixing the fucking problem. Apple donating to Black Lives Matter is not fixing the problem. Knocking down monuments is not fixing the problem. You want to knock down monuments? Fine. Go for it. Don't give a shit. I don't look at them anyway. But let's educate everybody on why we're knocking them down first. Just because a group of people, that one guy in there who they look up to is because he seems to be the one who tied his shoes correctly that morning. One guy's like, yeah, this guy here was a racist. He called a black guy a N-word, or he got out a whole pack of bubble gum and didn't offer none to a black guy. He's a racist. We got to take this statue down. Just because that guy says that shit doesn't make it true. Okay? So let's have some real historians educate people about these monuments before we start ripping them all down. Okay? Education first, please. Now, I get it. The majority of these people that these monuments were created for, yeah, they were into the things that we condemn today. I get it. Understand. But I'm also not hating on them, because at the time it's just what you did. It was commonplace. I mean, the Bible told you to do that shit. Your leaders told you to do that shit. Your family raised you telling you to do that shit. So, okay, I'm not saying it was right. You know, I'm just saying maybe they didn't have the freaking mental capacity to know that it was wrong. That their belief in slavery was just 100% wrong from all directions. They didn't know better. So let's say in 100 years, 125, 150 years, the people of Earth decide, or one group of people, whatever, of Earth decide that cell phone usage is a crime. Anybody who's ever used a cell phone is a big piece of shit and needs to be canceled. Any monuments, paintings, anything named after anybody who's ever used a cell phone has got to go. Now what are you going to do? Oh, well, we all use cell phones. Yep. Well, but cell phones, they move us forward and they increase productivity and they allow us to communicate and blah, blah. And I can play my video game on it while I'm waiting to get to the gas pump because Costco's got 19 cars in each pump waiting to get gas. So I can, yeah, exactly. It's what we do today. It's our way of life. It's all we know, right? I mean, go back 30 years, tell people that this is where we're going to be. They're going to be like, are you fucking stupid? That's crazy. But here we are. So let's say in 125, 150 years, the people of Earth, our offspring, decide that people who use cell phones were fucking pieces of shit for whatever reason. That technology is a sin. So guess what? We're all pieces of shit. I'm just saying, because that's what we're doing to all these people that have monuments erected in their honor, to all these people who have, military bases named after them. I'm not saying what they did was right at all. I'm not defending them and their life of immorality and the things that they did to perpetuate the problem. I'm just saying it's what they did. It's what they knew. It's how they were raised. It was what they were taught in church, by their government, by their family, etc. Doesn't make it right, but sometimes you got to give people the benefit of the fucking doubt. So let's take a minute and learn about these monuments and the people that they were erected for. And then decide, maybe even take a vote on it. Not just a chanting vote, not just a big old Black Lives Matter chanting vote, but an actual vote. And if the majority, enough people, want the monument removed, burned, busted, melted, whatever, or just relocated to another location, so be it. I don't care. But this is a bunch of goddamn millennial bullshit. All of this canceling, all right? We have canceled so much shit. The emergence of social media and a millennial subculture that is built on asinine coddling and infantile entitlement that has turbocharged the censorious energy, creating what we now call cancel culture. I mean, the police. No, I don't mean Sting, Stewart, and Andy. I'm talking about those who are sworn to protect. In synchronicity here. Google employees have petitioned the company to cancel any police contracts that they have. Ford employees have petitioned Ford executives to stop making police cars. So, what, you want another automaker to get the money? You're asking a corporation not to take government money. Ford should fire all these idiots and hire people who will just do their job and shut the fuck up. Microsoft, IBM, if I remember correctly, been a while since I read anything about this, but didn't IBM help the Nazis count Jewish people and shit? Microsoft, IBM, and Amazon. They said that they won't sell their facial recognition technology to law enforcement agencies until that there has been federal legislation passed that regulates the technology. Well, they should be regulated anyway. Notably, though, Amazon has carved out exceptions to the moratorium. They said that it will continue to allow organizations that fight human trafficking and missing children to use the technology. Oh, what about Wayfair? It's kind of throwing to the Amazon, Walmart thing that they've been implicated online in the Wayfair sex trafficking, Yandex, SRC shit. What about Paw Patrol? No sympathetic depictions of police officers to include those who are imaginary do-gooders in a universe where dogs have full-time jobs, drive cars, and wear the appropriate job attire. These are make-believe dogs with jobs and cars, and we're canceling them. Now, to those people who are trying to cancel Paw Patrol on behalf of my grandkids, go fuck yourselves. I've spent a lot of money buying them shit that says that. How about TV and movie makers that are also scrambling to remove any episodes or shows of films that have anything remotely racist or might be construed as racism, like HBO removed Gone with the Wind from its streaming service due to its racist depictions, only to return the classic film to its service with a denouncement of those very depictions. They've canceled Cops, A&E's live PD show. Lego stopped marketing the Lego City Police Station and police highway arrest sets. Hamilton, the Broadway hit that Disney Plus recently paid $75 million to air on its streaming services, catching shit for, despite replacing the historical figure with a person of color promoting a slave trader. Hashtag cancel Hamilton. It's a thing on Twitter. People on Twitter, they're in a race to cancel celebrities from A to Z later. J.K. Rowling and Ellen are the latest casualties of the millennial sniffle fit of 2020. We've canceled Aunt Jemima. Uncle Ben is hiding. And I have a suggestion for Cracker Barrel if they ever decide to virtue signal. I recommend Honky Bucket. I think it has a really nice ring to it, doesn't it? They've changed master bedroom and master bathroom to primary bedroom and primary bathroom. Master and slave is being replaced in technology as well. I guess now you'll have a primary and a primary secondary drive in your computer tower. I don't know. MasterCard, I hope you're in the boardroom right now discussing your name change because I see crimson trace dots all over your company's name. The majority of these canceling Karens are the offspring of Generation Xers. It's your fault, Generation X parents. AIDS, fear, abortions, and an arsenal of over-the-counter contraceptive options, and you still had a fucking kid. Don't sweat it too hard, though. I got tricked into parenthood myself. The difference is, though, I didn't coddle my kid. When we played ball, we kept score. I kicked her ass in Monopoly or Uno or America's Army and Unreal Tournament. I never let her win. At mealtime, she ate what was cooked for her. Now, yes, there were days where I wasn't eating or wanted something I knew that she wouldn't want. So I would offer her a few choices. But overall, she took what was on the table. She was taught to stick up for herself, do her chores around the house, and help out. She learned to respect the value of $1, but never have a love for money. She chose to go to church on Sunday, even though I wasn't going with her. I had expectations of her in regard to her obligations with schoolwork, her belongings, and the rules of the home that we shared. Most importantly, she heard the word no early on and continued to hear it until the day she graduated high school. Many times, my decision of no came with a logical explanation of why that was the verdict. I wasn't coddling, but I wanted her to understand why I made that decision. With that, I've never heard that I was a big meanie or a big fat duty head just because I said no. These assholes out here today, they're acting like they've never heard the word no before, that they've never had anything be unfair and just deal with it. My generation grew up, and the ones before ours, Gen X, I mean, we grew up with shit being unfair. Our parents ruined everything. They took all the purity and the goodness available in this country and perverted it into fucked up shit and ways to make money. At the same time, you millennials need to cut us a break. Cut us Gen Xers a break, man. I know you call us boomers and shit, and I accept the moniker of Boomer Bob. I happen to like it. It doesn't bother me. But at the same time, try to see the world through our eyes. We've already seen the world through your eyes, but you don't even try to see it through ours. Our parents are either dead or about to die. Yeah, I know. Good fucking stupid boomers. Fuck them. Just sitting here soaking up all Social Security money, fuckers. Fucking just sitting here in the nursing homes and shit, and they can't drive, and they stink, and they blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. All right? Have some goddamn respect. It's your fucking grandma you're talking about. Your grandpa fought for this fucking country, you piece of shit. Have some goddamn respect. You wouldn't be able to say the things you're saying right now if grandpa hadn't have gone overseas and fought for this country. I know you don't understand that, and you've been taught that, oh, well, they fought for oil or they fought for bullshit wars, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. Do a little more goddamn research. Quit going to Google for everything. How about a little compassion now? Like I said, see things through our eyes. Our parents are dying or dead. All of our aunts and uncles, they're all dead and gone or on their way. All right? All of our friends have, I don't know, gotten drug habits. They've either died or they're just somebody you don't even talk to anymore. Or they got kids and wives and shit, and it's like, you know, they don't get to hang out with them anymore because they're all, man, look at me. I'm climbing the corporate ladder, gonna work, and fuck off. Fuck off. We're also watching the world that we kind of grew up in go away. It's gone. Done. I was 24 when I got on the internet for the first time. This was in 1995. And the internet was like the border of a puzzle, like the outside pieces. Nothing on the inside. It was empty. It was blank. There's hardly anything there. At least anything of use to a average Joe idiot like me. There was a lot of nerd shit online back then, but nothing I was really interested in. We had, IRC chat and that kind of bullshit, but I was never into that. I did it. I'm not hating. We had BBS boards. I did that too. You didn't have to have an ISP in order to dial into BBS boards and stuff. And that part of it was pretty cool. So, I mean, I embraced the internet, but I embraced it for what I think is the right reasons. I didn't embrace it for free MP3s, free movies and porn and torrenting everything and all that shit. If I wanted an album, I went out and bought it. If I wanted a game, I went out and bought it. If I wanted porn, I'd just go to my girlfriend or my wife. The world we came up in is gone. The music is all fucking just redundant. It's all been done. It's boring. It's uninspiring. Oh, please somebody make another fucking rap song. Please. Oh man, there's not enough of that. We need more braggadocious fucking stupid bullshit goddamn lyrics about, yeah, my dick's bigger than yours. I fuck more bitches than you do. I go up more money than you do. I can pop more bottles in the club. My rims are bigger. I got nicer cars. My house is bigger. Then fuck you. How about that? Yeah. Oh man, it takes so much talent. So much talent to put that into a song. Why don't you learn how to play a fucking instrument? And then learn how to record that instrument. And then learn how to make that recording of that instrument sound good. I mean, I like rap a little bit, I like old school shit, but it's just overdone. How anybody listens to pop music these days blows my fucking mind. My wife listens to that shit and she's 58 years old. Like, how do you like that crap? Have you not heard that same song 400 million fucking times over and over and over and over and over and over and over again just by a different person? How many times can you hear a breakup song where she got done wrong, but she ain't going to take it, and she's going to go out and she's going to rise above and she's going to win? Shut the fuck up. It's uninspiring. It's dead. It's beating a dead horse. Somebody must like it, though, because they're laughing all the way to the fucking bank. Like this Brie Larson idiot. She got a YouTube channel. She started a YouTube channel, and YouTube gave her like a couple of 100,000 subs to start, which, they're not going to tell you that, but that's what they did. Like, all right, look, we need this Disney bitch to help revive our dying platform. Yes, YouTube is a dying piece of shit platform that is, they are going to be a victim to their own bullshit. People are going elsewhere. They're just tired. Most of the people I know won't even upload shit to YouTube because they know they're just going to get canceled anyway. They're going to get demonetized, or they're going to get a strike, or they're going to get hellfire and brimstone rained down upon them by the great YouTube, the great alphabet. So they just don't even fucking bother. Like, fuck YouTube. There are other platforms. There's quite a few of them. Dumbass fucking Brie Larson makes her first video and is like, oh my God. And she's got all these idiots like joining in with her. And they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, you got a Switch? I got a Switch. Holy, oh wow, yours is so cute. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love my Switch. Do you play Animal Crossing? Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh yeah, this is groundbreaking shit you're doing here. But it's YouTube trying to get more people to their platform. That's all that is, man. I get it. The channel's not for me. I am not the target demographic here. Why the fuck is nobody talking about the fact that Anthony Fauci being married to Christine Grady is a fucking conflict of interest? Can we get that out, please? Who's Christine Grady? That's his wife. Christine Grady is head of ethics on the COVID vaccine. The vaccine that they're about to stuff down your fucking throat and in your eyeball. Christine Grady is a longtime nurse and the current chief of the Department of Bioethics with the National Institute of Health, the NIH. She graduated with a BS in nursing and biology from Georgetown University, a MSN in community health nursing from Boston College, and a PhD in philosophy from Georgetown. Pretty good little resume she's got going there. So I'm sure she's qualified. But does anybody not find that a conflict of interest? That the guy going around saying, mask, mask, vaccine, 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 mask, 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 vaccine, 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 is married to the woman who's gonna approve the fucking vaccine that everybody is forced to take? Slight problem there. Let's just ban everything. Why don't we just cancel the coronavirus? Why don't we just ban it? Why don't we tear down its monument? Back to the rearing of millennial assholes. I know Gen Xers, when we were raised, we didn't have all these little safety plugs covering the outlets, and we didn't have false covers on doorknobs that would spin rather than open the door. We didn't have all these cabinet locks that kept you from opening the cabinets. We didn't have all that shit. We didn't have drawings on a 5-gallon bucket of a baby flipping over into it and drowning with a big warning on it. The grocery bags didn't say, don't put over your head, this ain't a toy. We didn't have that shit. You know why? Because we had the smack in the back of the head. Hey, the fuck are you doing? Don't do that stupid shit, dumbass. That's how you die, dumb fuck. But no, you fucking millennials, you just, God, everything was coated in padded foam for you. Your entire fucking life. Yeah, it was probably Gen Xers who helped design the shit and come out with all that stupid shit. I blame the asshole who invented the speed bump. I think that's where it all started. Whoever invented the speed bump, can we find that person? And if they're dead, dig them up and kill them again. They're fucking assholes. I get it. Speed bumps were created out of necessity because people don't know how to just slow the fuck down and respect the fact that you're in a residential area and might need to ease off of the gas pedal. Common courtesy and fucking civility is dead. Where's the monument to that? Oh, we tore it down. Okay, my bad. My kid, I'll tell you right now, we never, ever had protective covers in the outlets. We didn't have dummy doorknobs over the doorknob. I never had to lock my bottom row of cabinets, all my drawers and whatnot. All right. When she went near the stove, which was rarely hot because most of what I did was done in a convection oven, a countertop oven, or a damn microwave. I was a single dad with custody. But when she did go near it, be like, sweetheart, nope, no, it's hot. Oh, hot, yeah, hot. It's called conditioning, man. You got to learn. It's putting caution, healthy caution, healthy fear. You just tell them no. And what's sad is that we didn't have cell phones to occupy us, so there was no reason why we couldn't. Other parents, I don't mean myself, I say we as a generation, couldn't just be minding our kids and saying, yeah, don't be sticking shit into that outlet. Don't try to open that door and go outside. Don't be opening that cabinet. No, we had to rig everything so where it's automated and childproof so that we could go back. I don't know what the fuck these goddamn women were doing. They weren't at work, obviously, because if they were, then they'd have their kid in daycare and they wouldn't have to have all this shit baby-proofed, child-proofed. I remember the first time I grabbed a lighter. That was a child-proof lighter. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The first thing I did was figure out a way to unchild-proof that goddamn lighter. Fucking stupid. We're really taking natural selection out of the mix here. I mean, isn't that part of evolution for those who believe in evolution? I mean, Darwin was a racist if you look at his studies. If you look at his studies, I'm not saying that he personally felt that certain color skinned people were lesser than others. I'm saying looking at his studies, at his theories. You know, a couple of weeks ago, Lady Antebellum, the musical act, I guess they're a country crossover artist. For those who don't know, they have a hit song that's been on the radio forever. Something about it's 1:15, I'm all alone and I need you now, that shit. Well, they changed their name to Lady A. Now, when I heard that, I remembered another artist. I didn't know much about the artist, but I'm like, oh, I've already seen that name. Because when I saw the name Lady A, I thought, well, that's Lady Antebellum, isn't it? No, it's not. It was a blues artist. And Lady Antebellum come out publicly and said that they're changing their name because the racist connotation that goes along with the name Lady Antebellum. They're going to change the name to Lady A. So fast forward a couple weeks now, there's been a black blues singer who goes by the name Lady A. I think she's from the Pacific Northwest area. I do not have any kind of Google page open or anything. I've not Googled this. She's been using the name for the last 20 years. Lady Antebellum is going to sue her for her name. So let me just put that into layman's terms. Lady Antebellum changes their name to virtue signal about racism to Lady A. Somebody else who has been using the name Lady A is now being sued by Lady Antebellum for the name. So Lady Antebellum changes their name to remove any racist connotation. Then in turn, they sue a black lady who's been using the name Lady A for 20 years, performing under it. Do you not see the wrong there? Just fucking stupid. All of this shit's fucking stupid. Y'all need to get back to work. All y'all need to find something else to do with your time except for look for problems underneath every blade of grass. And that's all you're doing. I mean, you want white people to take responsibility for shit that happened 150 fucking years ago, 200 years ago, 250 years ago, 300 years ago. They had nothing to do with. But you get mad at the person using a cell phone to video record other people that are looting. You're like, hey, man, don't be recording this shit. Going to get people in trouble. Okay, so you want me, a white male, to take responsibility for some shit that happened 300 fucking years ago, but you don't want anybody to take responsibility for breaking into a business and stealing shit out of it. Listen to yourselves. I appreciate everybody who's hung in this far. Sorry it wasn't very fun. Not a lot of jokes. But I felt it was time to sit down behind this mic and just let it flow for a little bit. Kind of a little open. And we're a blueprint this time. I would like for you to check out, I think we just uploaded episode 3. So we're 3 episodes deep. We're about to record our 4th. Myself and old John Jamingo from Brand X podcast and Hate to Wait podcast. We're doing one now called the Bullhorn podcast. So for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do. I'd like for you to check it out. We're still dialing it in. It takes a little while to build that chemistry. I've never really spent a lot of time talking to old John, but we're getting there. So hang in there with us, watch us grow, etc., etc. This has been Boomer Bob saying, get off my lawn.
Ain't no lie, getting old as a bitch. Gonna spit this game, only way I'll get rich.